You can shear mushrooms off a skeleton while it's still walking. Strike a monster and something inside a tree begins to bleed. Enter an abandoned chamber and its machines count you, test you, remember you. These aren't Easter eggs. They're everyday Minecraft mechanics, and the darkest horrors in this game were never hidden. They were always right in front of you, starting with a corpse that something has already begun to harvest. The swamp-dwelling skeleton known as the Bogged presents a grim biological reality. Standard skeletons navigate with 20 points of health and a rapid 2-second bow reload. The Bogged possesses only 16, and its brittle bones require 3.5 seconds to draw a weapon. This sluggishness reflects advanced physical decay. The entity is actively rotting, firing arrows coated in a 4-second lingering poison as its structural integrity fails. Yet, the game treats this failing anatomy as an agricultural asset. When approached with shears, the player can slice 2 fungi directly off the creature's frame. The mushrooms are not growing around the skeleton. They are growing from it, and you can harvest them while the corpse is still walking. This interaction redefines the monster from a threat to a harvestable resource node. Fungal parasites colonize the marrow, slowly consuming the host while it still fights. Minecraft's mechanics strip away the boundary between combat and agriculture, revealing that the world's ecosystem treats even the walking dead as raw material. Step inside the boundary of the Pale Garden, and the ambient music immediately fades to absolute silence. It is a biome stripped of life. Passive animals like sheep and cows never spawn here. Instead, the flora behaves with a chilling, synchronized purpose. The only flowers that grow here, eye blossoms, open and close their orange and grey petals in perfect unison across the grove. If a bee attempts to pollinate an open eye blossom, the plant delivers a fatal dose of poison. This coordinated environment has led some to theorize that the entire forest functions as a single, massive biological system, possessing its own sensory organs and active defenses. At the center of this theory is the creaking, a wooden entity that only manifests at night. It is not an independent creature. It cannot use nether portals, and it rejects name tags entirely, existing without identity. It is physically tethered to a living, creaking heart embedded inside the pale oak trees. When you strike a creaking, you cannot damage it. Instead, a grey and orange particle trail stretches through the air, revealing the exact path to its hidden heart. You are not being watched by the creaking. You are being watched by the forest, and the creaking is simply the part of it that can walk. As you attack this walking limb, thick, amber-coloured resin physically manifests on the bark of the nearby tree containing its heart. Every time you hit the monster, something hidden inside a tree begins to bleed. Only by locating and destroying the heart does the defensive body vanish instantly back into the quiet woods. Deep beneath the overworld surface lie the trial chambers, vast complexes of copper and tuff. They appear entirely abandoned, yet they are fully operational, autonomous facilities. When you step inside, the trial spawners immediately activate. They run a precise detection algorithm, counting the exact number of entrants and scaling the hostiles by 50% for every additional person. The facility tests survival, distributes a reward, and then resets itself to repeat the process. Even the heavy vaults scattered through the corridors observe you. Using stored data, they cross-reference your unique identity across dimensions and logins to determine if you have already claimed your reward. The civilization that built this place is gone, but its machines can still see you, count you, and remember whether you have been here before. This ancient surveillance is only the foundation of the facility's design. During certain trials, the machinery injects foreign agents directly into the air, altering the physical properties of anyone inside. These are categorized as oozing, weaving, infested, and wind-charged. Under the oozing protocol, a dying victim's flesh immediately liquefies into multiple living slimes. The weaving effect forces the immediate growth of dense cobwebs from the victim's pores at the moment of expiration. Infestation causes silverfish to burrow out from a subject's skin whenever they suffer physical trauma, while the wind-charged state converts a creature's final breath into a high-pressure kinetic blast. The chamber does not merely kill its subjects, it changes what their bodies produce when they die. The facility remains deep in the stone, silently waiting to reprogram the biology of the next explorer who walks through its gates. Within the scorched rib cages of nether fossils, explorers can find the petrified, block-like remains of dried ghasts. These are not decorative mineral formations. Submerging one under a block of fresh water initiates a slow 20-minute rehydration process, drawing out a small, passive juvenile known as a ghastling. With enough nourishment, this fragile creature eventually matures into a passive, flying, happy ghast. Water does not tame the dried ghast. It allows a life that was already inside it to continue. This suggests the species is not extinct, but frozen in a state of suspended animation. The desolate nether, stripped of liquid water, may actively prevent these creatures from ever completing their natural life cycle. Under this lens, the ash-choked expanse of the Soul Sand Valleys shifts from a simple wasteland into a vast, silent nursery, or perhaps a graveyard of a vanished ecosystem. Whether the aggressive, fire-spitting ghasts that patrol the skies today are warped, desperate relatives of these dormant giants remains unconfirmed. But the dry fossils suggest a quieter reality. An entire species waiting for a drop of rain that will never fall. Deep beneath the stone, the environment itself feeds on mortality. When a living creature dies near a sculk catalyst, its form vanishes, replaced by a creeping growth of dark, moss-like tissue. This catalyst converts dropped experience points directly into physical terrain. Every block of sculk may be a grave with the body removed, but its energy left behind. These silent fields mark where countless lives ended. Within this ecosystem, sculk sensors detect the slightest vibration, while shriekers react to sound, plunging the cavern into pitch darkness. From this biological mass rises the Warden, a blind apex predator with hollow, screaming souls visibly trapped inside its chest. It relentlessly hunts any creature that makes noise. When killed, it drops the exact catalyst required to seed a new colony elsewhere. The Warden is not guarding the deep dark from us. It is turning us into more of the deep dark. The architecture of the ancient cities reveals a deliberate design that goes far past simple survival. Grey wool carpets cover the side corridors and raised platforms, dampening steps to prevent sculk activation. Yet, this protection completely vanishes on the main walkway. The grand central avenue is left entirely bare, funneling any traveller directly toward the central platform, where hidden sensors wait to register their presence. Connecting this platform is a low bridge, built precisely half a block high. It allows a human to escape while physically blocking the 3-block tall Warden from following. Directly beneath this trap sits a hidden redstone chamber, accessible only while the creature is distracted by noise above. The safest city ever built against the Warden contains one path designed to make absolutely certain that it finds you. Under this theory, the city is not a sanctuary, but an industrial harvesting apparatus, a mechanism designed to deliberately summon the Warden, exploit its movements, and siphon the soul energy of the dead. Every block we place and every resource we harvest exploits a world built on silent, systematic torment. The horror isn't a glitch, it is the system itself, waiting for you to look closer. What will you notice on your next playthrough? Share your thoughts below.